Hello everyone. Welcome back. Good to see you all again. We are not at all going to talk about this fun little bruise that's on my forehead. If anyone mentions it, I am shutting the stream down. But hey, thank you so much everyone for being here. I'm Offbeat. We're going to take you through a couple of different Ultimechs games here tonight. Starting things off, we have the Shadow Mechs and we have Disorient. Disorient's a team you'll remember from last season, doing really well. Not off to the hottest of starts this season, but they have had some tough couple matchups. Shadow Mechs, kind of a team moving the other way. They've had, some good early success here and are, starting to slowly make a name for themselves. So, time will tell if they can't keep that up. Obviously, you can see at the bottom, the 2-run record still, listed at the bronze rank. But we'll give it some time and see how that gets itself sorted out. Because it does look like we are ready to get things sorted out. Teams are ready. We are in the arena. So let's take you right in with round one. Here we are on orange. Shadow Mechs on blue. Disorient. Growolin, Ryan Boss on the Shadow Mech side. Pesky and Knight coming in for the Disorient squad. For those of you new here, we have best of 5 rounds. Matches are 4 minutes each. Clock will stop if a goal is scored. We are underway here as it is going to be blue. Disorient's getting that one first and moving in with some early pressure. Going to be set up here on the wall. Going to be moving in Knight. Trying to make some pressure moving in. Not going to get anything to connect here as it is going to be sent right back into the zone. There's some good early pressure here from Disorient. Looking to push this one. They're up close and no, just missing that one. Nearly connecting it, but not quite enough. 1 second as I just kind of fix things up to get myself some better control. There we go. Why don't we get things locked in there? There we go. As it is, still waiting for that first goal. Wall, shield wall coming in from Knight. Knight running that Titan on the back ends. That one is not going to connect, but a couple close chances here for Disorient early on. They're coming in, applying some pressure, but they do get it around the wall, do the Shadow Mechs, and Knight able to take it down, able to apply some pressure here. There comes another wall. Oh, just gonna miss. They've still got the pressure. No, gonna get cleared away. Excellent job right here as Shadow Mechs on the defensive side, putting in some work here, but again, that pressure coming in. Knight and Pesky. Knight doing an excellent job with those walls, as we kind of saw through a good chunk of last season. Usually very effective with both finding them consistently and putting them where it needs to be. Back comes Disorient into the zone on the wall. There is Ryan Boss on the back end. There is a demo Shadow Mechs player, which means it is just easy enough for Pesky to come in and tap that one in for an easy goal. The demo coming in, causing some trouble here as Disorient can get themselves on the board first here. Disorient on the board first and looking for more as they're pressing again. Another one, count it. That's 2. Took him a while to get in, but Disorient back-to-back scores. As we are back here, 2:22 on the clock, and look out, because here comes Disorient again. Oh my goodness, that's a super goal! After lying dormant for a while, why not put in a couple more as, 4-0 lead here. Shout saying one of them isn't moving the goal, so it feels slow. Yeah, it is definitely a style play thing. If you look in, some of the absolute top teams in the league right now, a lot of them do tend to play, very aggressively with 2 up front. Leaves them a little more vulnerable for goals on the back end. But, if you're able to do it, it does an excellent job of kind of maintaining sustained pressure. Coming in here. Oh my goodness, that one is going to slide right by it. Tedious on the goal line. There comes the fist, and that is going to get knocked in by Disorient. Took a little bit for anyone to find the handle on that one, but at the end, it is going to come in, and that is going to make a 5-0 lead here for Disorient. Disorient really with all the pressure at the moment coming in. That defensive stand gonna do a decent job there, able to get it cleared up and out, but Knight not gonna let that continue. Knight playing Titan, which means those fists do fly slowly, but Knight not seeming to have a problem with that, able to keep this one offensively. And oh my goodness, the wall! None can equal Knight with the wall there. And wow, excellent accuracy, gonna put that one in for another point. And yeah. Cam kind of mentioning in the chat that yes, it is kind of, you know, a big deal if you're able to get, you know, a little wrist flick before clearing it out versus just hitting it straight with a flat fist. It is trickier to land, but you're able to, you know, get yourself a fair bit more momentum with it. So it could just be an experience thing as Growolin, very interesting, playing very far back in the play space at the moment as this, you know, you see Knight has the wall goes up, didn't get the momentum that Knight wanted on it, and as a result, you know, able to get juggled out a bit back here as a Ryan Boss on the goal side. Oh, that wall gonna prove difficult, gonna keep it in the zone here as still waiting to see if something can go in. 6-0 on the score line. Wall coming up again, doing some work as there it is. It's going to keep in the zone. No, cleared away for the moment. Pesky still able to keep in though, as this game has so much right now been on Shadow MECHS' side. Kind of all the pressure coming in from the side of Disorient. And I mean, that's to be expected, especially early on in the season. Disorient is coming in with the team as the team with more experience. You know, we saw them in finals last year, and oh my goodness, that went in and out. No, still somehow did they keep that one out? How did they keep that one out? Incredible work on the defensive side. Just kind of, you know, bailing, recovering. Another one gonna trickle across the goal line is Pesky and Knight. Just barely not able to connect one here. There's a demo. Ryan Boss is down. They're both down. And that is gonna do it. Counted as 2 points. We are done here. Final score line is going to be 8-0 for Disorient. Man, very, very close first half there of the round. But at the end of the day, what do we got? The experience of Disorient really coming in there and helping them to excel in the second half there. So they do find themselves up with a 1-0 lead here. So, you know, getting that early bit of momentum. Chosen One, Shadow MECHS needs to step up their game, get some offense in there. Yeah, the thing about Ultimechs is, if you haven't gotten a chance to play it and play at a higher level, is the game does tend to be kind of very steamrolly. It can be very hard if you're on the back foot to transition that to the front foot. If the offensive team knows what they're doing and are able to play with, you know, that high level of aggression, because as you hit the ball, if you hit it, if you are successful in making contact, your fist is going to immediately come straight back to you. Whereas if you miss, you got to wait for it to fly all the way back to the arena. It enables kind of, you know, chaining things like you're getting those juggles and keeping that offensive momentum. And it's right now what Disorient is doing an excellent job of, as we set the stage now for round number 2. It is going to be Disorient with that lead. Remember, this is a best of 5. Heritage, we are not talking at all about my forehead, or I guess we can, fine. So I'm very prone to bruising, apparently. And I put my head down on my desk on a little stack of magnet fidget toys, I'd say about 30 seconds. And now I have a permanent bruise there. So, you know what? We'll leave it there for now and focus on the game. And you can all enjoy a little chuckle at my expense. As coming in here, opening points of the round coming in. That is going to be Disorient, picking up right where they left off. Gonna tuck that one in for a 1-0 lead. Yes, Cam. Yes, Cam. Turn off the face cam. You know what? It provides a talking point, and as a caster, especially as a solo caster, you want to give yourself as many talking points as possible. Back on the defensive side, this is something we see, like, look, they've got it cleared out, but they're not really making an effort to move up and press it, and I think that's probably, honestly, where MECHS probably have the most room to improve. Like, there we go, Ryan Boss doing a good job, moving up after getting that initial clear, gets the second hit, but not able to get the third. Knight playing pretty offensively here up front. Oh, good clear, as this is going to get into the Disorient zone for the first time we've seen in a while. Not for long, though, as unfortunately you kind of get in that mindset as MECHS of, you know, things could turn at any moment here. Ryan Boss back on the back line. Gerwolin in the goal, and it isn't going to get pumped back and forth here. Pesky, Knight moving in here. There is an explosion, and that is a goal. That is going to be 2 points coming in from that ultimate ability, and just like that, 2-0 lead as Disorient looking like they've very well got things in stride. Gonna be cleared back in here. Ryan Boss waiting for it to come down to try and get as much power as possible off of those fists, and does succeed. Is gonna get this one bumped out at least past the front line. Can they continue? No. Knight moving in, doing an exceptional job here, keeping this in the zone. One of the things that, if you have not played this game a ton, it's good to know, is that one of the most valuable skills you can have in this game is the ability to move to a spot really close to the ball, still recover, and, you know, figure out where the ball is and how you need to hit it if you want to get it out. You know, to be able to get that reaction, to see, oh, ball's right there, quick, get a fist on it, because it really, really does help you kind of chain a couple hits together and not let the defense turn it back around the other way. Here comes Knight and Pesky. They're both in front of that goal, banging away at it, but the defensive line is going to stand for the moment. Gerwolin, as the Viper back there, doesn't have a ton of power on those fists, so just barely able to keep it out of the goal, but sometimes barely is all you need. As coming in here, chance. Oh, that one's just gonna miss. And coming in here, back across on the post. Is anyone gonna get this one? The wall is there, and the wall is gonna help this one just find its way in. 3-0. Took a while to find that third one. A lot of sustained pressure coming in from Disorient, but they are rewarded for that sustained pressure. Saying Gerwolin has switched off Viper. Very possibly. We'll see if that's coming in here. Oh my goodness, Knight. It is very hard to time a little dash forward into the ball, but Knight's doing an incredible job of sticking right in there and getting rewarded for it. As back on the defensive side we go, and oh my goodness, no time to breathe. Chosen One, thank you so much for stopping by. Best of luck in your Blast On match. I've got one myself tomorrow at lunch. It's been a great workout game. Definitely recommend checking out if you haven't already, especially since it just went free to play a couple months back, and no reason not to give it a shot, right? Knight coming in with those fists, applying a lot of pressure. Pesky gonna get the tap down at the end there and popping it, dribbling it over the head of Ryan Boss, and in for the 6th. Under a minute left on the clock here, and Disorient seems very much in full control of this one. They get back on defense here, clearing this off the back line, and look at those fists flying from across the arena. The accuracy, incredible to see. Pesky, no, not able to clear, and that is going to be Ryan getting a piece of that and clearing it off the line. Doing an excellent job there as Gerwolin back into the goal, both under the goal, trying to see if they can't get a piece of this to get out. Another one coming in, the wall gonna keep it in, and the wall destroying the defender. Yeah, you gotta make sure, get yourself out of that wall, because that wall will damage you really, really quickly if you're not careful. That being said, they're not able to get it in, not able to really line it up super well, and still keeping it at 6-0. Knight, you can see up in the top, has that wall loaded up. Just the question is going to be when. There comes the wall. Is it enough? Knight's going to get a little flick on it. Nice little play there, as you can see it, you know, reaching back, getting the wrist flick forward, and there we go. As 2 seconds left on the clock, game won't end until it hits the ground, but there it is. It hits the ground, and 7-0 is your scoreline here. Disorient gonna take their 2nd round in a row. Yeah. Disorient looking like that 0-2 start not phasing them a ton. They are coming in here and they are feeling super smooth. Love the transitions, Cam. Thank you so much. Been putting a lot of work into this package. You can expect to see a lot more from this on the channel here as we're bringing more casters on board. We're ramping things up for what's going to be, I believe, a very huge, exciting debut season for Ultimechs here. The production team, absolutely. There's a ton of us working behind the scenes to make this all come together. It is absolutely team effort. I get to be the face of it, come out here, but there's a lot of work that goes into this, and very, very glad that it's being appreciated. I will be sure to pass that message along to everyone who has worked so hard on this, Disorient, just to give you a bit of a history lesson, because obviously Ultimechs are the new team, they're the unknowns, they're coming in and really kind of finding their place, right? They had a very good opening week, probably going to drop a little bit in the ranks this week as they kind of, you know, figure out where they belong and their MMR kind of gets sorted. Disorient, on the other hand, though, a team that was here and was playing for all of last season for the preseason from day one, November 8th, starting it off and taking it all the way through. Making the playoffs, giving us an excellent run in the finals, if I remember correctly. And then as a result, getting themselves into the grand finals where they were an absolute blast to watch. So, that being said, we're here for potentially the final round here. Disorient, of course, they got themselves that 2-0 lead, which we saw coming in from those previous two rounds that were so well played. And it looks like we're all queued up. Looks like we've got the double Viper lineup coming in from Ultimechs. A very, very bold play here. And that's, oh my goodness, Pesky is going to dunk right on them. Very, very quick opener. Nice little finish. And yeah, just like that, we've got a 1-0 lead. 8 seconds in. Disorient looking to get this over in 3 rounds kind of as quickly as they can. They're coming in with some pressure. Ryan Boss and Growolin coming in, trying to push this one up. Growolin, I think part of what Knight isn't playing Titan. Oh my goodness, you're right. Knight and Pesky swapping things up. Taking some turn at each other's mains. Yeah, Knight is, we always see, oh my goodness, and Knight looking for the snipe. That one's not going to connect. Very, very clearly used to those hollow walls. And gonna take a little bit to get used to it. But I guess they feel, you know what, they're up here a decent amount. It should be an okay opportunity for them to, you know, experiment a bit and get used to other things in case, you know, they need to switch in techs for other matches down the future. But yes, for those of us who haven't been watching Disorient for a while, it is weird, right? It is very weird. Knight coming in, the hyper strike from close range, and that will add a second on the board. We hit the 1 minute mark in, and it is a 2-0 lead for Disorient. And here they come. Oh my goodness, already back on defense are the Ultimechs, which I find odd, because if you're playing with a Viper, you've got those quick fists, which should help you a lot, especially on the opening toss-ups. It's a very, you're giving yourself an advantage on those quick reaction plays, and unfortunately right now they just don't have the power to clear it off their back end. It's being kept in that corner, bounced dangerously near the goals. It kind of just goes back and forth there, but there it is out in front and over Growolin, and there it is. That's a goal. 3-0 is the scoreline. Knight with the power up, but won't need it. Cam, Knight is now Viper main. Oh, you know what? The way I saw Disorient in some of the games last season, basically pulling that whole, they set up the funnel with the wall and then blast it down the wall. I so much loved that setup as, oh, this one's gonna trickle in. I think that one even goes off the goalie's hands. Very, very unfortunate. Is, yeah, Growolin gonna put that into the own goal. It happens more often than you might think, so definitely very, very tricky to stop those if the ball lands behind you as you're sitting in the goal. Knight and Pesky both gonna miss this one, which means he has a chance to get out, but it is not. They're gonna keep it in Growolin, missing both fists, putting both fists out at the same time, which, I mean, if you're needing some power, is a risky way to get it. The problem is if you miss with both fists, suddenly you are unarmed. Unarmed. Get it? You're unarmed literally for a bit as gonna go and tuck that one in. Pesky gonna shoot that one in. Nope, never mind. That was That was instead Knight from across the arena with the Hyper Strike as 5-0 lead now. Heritage, that sounds like your setup. It's not an uncommon setup. I enjoy it. I try to use it, but at my level, we're just not consistent enough. I set up the funnel, and then I look around and go, oh, we've lost possession. Growolin, no fist to speak of. Oh, that is unfortunate. That's just going to float in right over Growolin's head and is going to drop for the 6th point of this round for Disorient. Disorient looking like they will likely be taking this one in 3 here. Back on the offensive and have done a very dominant job of just kind of, you know, not letting it outside the zone here. Pesky looking to try and dribble this one off the wall. Having some trouble making ends meet as Pesky not used to the slower speeds of the Titan. We're seeing a couple more misses coming from their end, which is to be expected. After having been on one mech for a while, getting used to the new, you know, the speed of the arms and everything, it can be kind of a wild ride to try and figure out. As here it comes near the goal. Is there it? No! The wrist is gonna, flick is gonna miss, but they're keeping it up. They're juggling. Oh! The Hyper Strike is just gonna miss the goal and bounce all the way out. Back the other way. Very, very close opportunity for the two. Instead, no rewards to show for it for now. This is getting cleared all the way out. Welcome back, Chosen One. Thank you so much for making your way back here. We're here in the 3rd of probably 3. Is it going to bounce out in front? Growolin gonna miss it, unfortunately. Knight there to bounce it up in the air. Will it get finished? A couple of misses here. The Hyper Strike will miss and will bounce all the way out. Gotta practice those Hyper Strikes, or sticks to Titan. Sorry, I shouldn't be throwing shade. They're doing very well. They're experimenting, they're practicing, and this is the opportunity to do so. As time ticks down, that is gonna do it. That is going to be a 3rd win. Grenade Magnet, welcome. Welcome, Grenade Magnet. Join us from VRML Onward, who is a big friend of the show there. So, 3-0. This went very quickly. We're so glad. I'm so glad you're all here to join us. Unfortunately, this does mean we've got about a 25-minute gap until the next match. We are still going to run 2 tonight, but the big important thing is, unfortunately, we're going to step aside here. I'm actually going to send it to break for a bit because we don't want to keep hanging around that long. So don't worry. Leave a follow on the channel if you have not already. And in about 20 minutes, we'll head back online. We'll get you that next game, and it is going to be a great one. It is going to be VR Syndicate, another, you know, established team versus Sacred Mavericks, you know, a new up-and-coming team. So should be very excited to see you. We will see you back in 20 minutes. Thank you so much for coming out, and leave a follow so you get that notification. We'll see you again real soon. Season 1 of VRML Ultimechs is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Arma.gg, Kiwi Design, Downpour Interactive, and VRware.net.